In a forest filled with life and beauty lived a young bear named Olo. He was strong and playful, with shaggy brown fur and warm amber eyes. But Olo had a secret. He was deeply afraid of the river that cut through the forest. While the clever fox, the graceful deer, and the swift rabbit crossed it with ease, Olo always stayed behind, watching from a distance, his heart heavy with fear. The rushing water seemed like a monster to him. He'd stand by the bank, mesmerized by the current, feeling a knot of worrying tighten in his chest. It felt like an invisible wall, one he couldn't break through. Sometimes, our biggest enemy isn't something we can see or touch. It's a whisper of doubt inside our own minds. One night, a fierce storm swept through the forest. Thunder roared and rain poured down, turning the calm river into a raging torrent. A tiny baby rabbit, lost and scared, was suddenly swept away and stranded on a small rock in the middle of the churning water. The other animals watched in horror, helpless and afraid. The current was too strong, too dangerous. Arlo's heart pounded with terror. Every part of him screamed to stay away, to hide from the roaring river he feared so much. But as he heard the baby rabbit's cries, something shifted inside him. A warmth spread through his chest, stronger than his fear. In that moment, Olo made a choice. He plunged into the cold, swirling water, fighting the powerful current with all his might. Water crashed over him, trying to pull him under, but he kept his eyes on the tiny white furball on the rock. With a final surge of strength, he reached the baby rabbit, gently taking it in his mouth. He turned and battled his way back to the shore, finally collapsing on the bank, exhausted but triumphant. The other animals cheered, their voices filled with awe and relief. As the storm subsided and the first rays of morning sun broke through the clouds, Olo looked back at the river, which now seemed less like a monster and more like a challenge he had overcome. A small, proud smile appeared on his face. He realized he hadn't stopped being afraid, he had simply stopped letting fear control him. True courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of it. Thanks for watching.